One of the beautiful parts of Hanukkah was that the Jewish people, when they were persecuted so terribly by the Greeks, they were able to rise up and they were able to push back and they were able to fight and to win a war against one of the greatest armies that the world had ever seen. The question is, how did the Jews know that the Almighty would have their back? How did the Jews know that they would be supported in this war? And I think it's important to understand what was going on at the time. The Greeks had come along and basically said that the Jewish religion could not be practiced. They said that you could not circumcise young children, you could not study Torah, you could not keep Shabbos, you couldn't do all the things that made us Jewish. And as a result, the Jews knew that any decree, any people that came along and told us that we could not be Jews, that God would have our back as we fought back. And indeed, we fought back. And the young Jews at the time, the IDF at the time, the army went out and they won that great victory leading up to the miracle of Hanukkah when we regained the temple and were able to relight the menorah. And today we see echoes of that. We see it's not just a war going on right now for Israel in the Middle East. We see massive anti-Semitism all around the globe. People telling us that we can't be Jewish. We hear people, young Jews being told to take off their chai that they're wearing around their neck, to take off their kippah, to not be overtly Jewish. We know that as we push back to be Jews, because being Jewish is the most precious, incredible, inspirational thing in the entire universe. We know as we push back, God will have our back. God will come to our aid, just as all these missiles have fallen down from the skies and God has protected us. We know that God will have our back, and we need to push back and be proud Jews this Hanukkah and every Hanukkah to come. Because the Jews have been here for thousands of years and will be here for thousands of years to come, because being Jewish is one of the most incredible gifts that God has ever given us. Have a wonderful Hanukkah.